What's up, respect? This is Traces of Elray Patrick, and welcome to this absolute insanity, filled with madness and everything in between. To give context as to why I'm here sharing this one right here, I've been recording videos, making them, dreaming of having this kind of platform ever since I was 18.
This is Elray Patrick, one half of Illegal Bro TV, and I'm here as
The initial idea of it is to make somewhat a name for myself to help my parents with all the bills I've been working on. And eventually, I stopped doing it because I was struggling to create these videos and have the confidence to share my thoughts, especially with all of the insecurities that I had when I was young, in terms of my poems, in terms of my sketches, in terms of my ideas, in terms of showing my love for films and literature. So it took me a while to somewhat get the urge back to tell these stories, but I never really thought that I'll go back to the part wherein I will have this passion reignited to the point that it is all that I look forward to do every day. To do these things, to write, to sketch, to watch a film, to talk about it, and so on. So, for the past couple of years, I've been thinking about doing a lot of things, but never really had the opportunity to do so, never really had the confidence to do so because of all my insecurities, all of my worries, all of those things that, especially the feeling that none of it matters, that none of it will come true. But at the end of the day, I decided that there's nothing wrong with trying, so might as well try. If I fail, then so be it. And so when quit my job as a teacher, my that was my life for 5 years, for half a decade. When I quit, I decided to somewhat find myself, and in that journey, I decided from July to December of last year to go into hiding in a way that I told my closest of friends that I will not be in contact and maybe minimally, and at the same time, I will just get lost in Manila. That's a spoiler of what I'm working on. As much as I could and learn more about myself and somewhat get better. And they waited for me when I got back this year. And during those 6 months, I've been to different places. I've done a lot of different things, and I've done some things that I never thought that I'll be able to do. And that's be consistent and motivated to do these things even when I struggle to speak, even when I'm sick, even when I got into accidents. I was still working to create these things, these concepts, because this is what I'm really passionate to do. And before, my focus was just getting by, graduating college, finding a job. But now I am currently a student, a scholar, a master's student at one of my dream schools. And it's all thanks to those people that supported me. All of my friends never gave up on me. Before I decided to go into this journey, I had to pause and look at all of those screenshots that I've collected ever since I was young. All of those small messages that my friends left, telling me that I'm improving, telling me that they support me, that they're rooting for me, telling me that they're always there for my family and friends and loved ones. All those messages led to the person I am today. Someone who has this confidence that was never here before. And I just really thought that after a year of starting this channel and showing it, I might as well fully commit to it. So for the past year, I have went to different churches, through different street stations, met with random people, lovely people, even got to different situations, accidents, even got to different job, and even got to tell different stories. All these journeys, all of those rejections, all of those countless failures, all in the hopes and pursuit of learning and leaving traces. I have had one of these important dates of my life where I was talking to someone, and she told me that you want to be remembered, huh? And at first, I said no, that's not my point. But then the reason why I felt mad or somewhat agitated when she said that is because that's true. I wanted to be remembered, but not as the person, but of the art, of all the pieces, of all the traces that I'll leave behind. And if it's the idea that I leave to my students, to my friends and loved ones, that's all that matters to me. Because I want to make sure that I'll be able to do those things that I really wanted to do ever since I was young, ever since I was a teenager, until now that I'm a grown man. Those things that I wanted to do, I'll do it because I only have one life and I'm not going to let all of my worries defeat me and stop me from doing so. So yeah, I've been yapping a lot now. As you can see, this channel or this platform is my way of yapping about things inside my head, yapping about the things that I love, yapping about the things that's currently going on in film, literature, and all that, to even sharing my progress in learning how to sketch. Because when I was young, I never really knew how to sketch. I just remember back in college that I liked this girl, which became one of my good friends, and because of her I started learning to sketch, and to the point that when I stopped liking her as someone, I still like her, but not in the way that uh, that's not making sense. What I'm trying to say is that until now I'm still drawing and sketching and getting better at it day by day until I get to have my own style, which is something that I'm looking for. And then I came back to poetry. It all stemmed from the fact that one of my teachers back in high school told me that my poem was good. Because of that, I started doing it a lot of times. Then I had a love hate relationship with poems, and now it's something that I do every day. I feel like the poetry of my everyday life is doing the things that I love and everything in between. And that's what I've been doing for almost a year now. I've been learning how to rap again, especially now that I had my braces off. So I'm learning how to get back in the groove before I release some of the music that I've been trying to write since 2022. And all of those ideas, all of those videos that I really wanted to edit, really wanted to produce, all of those sketches that I've had, I really want to color them in the future. And this is the platform to do so. So I have just been collecting things, collecting stories, and getting better mentally, physically, until it's time for me to really show them. And the purpose of this is maybe there are some traces in here that's not meant for me to color, but for those who will stumble upon it. So yeah, and I just cannot help but just talk about it because these are the things that I'm really passionate about, and might as well just put it all out there. Who cares what? Because whatever happens, happens. That's what Spike Spiegel said, and that's what I live for. My life changed because of a random instance when I quit smoking cigarettes and heard the voice of Red Velvet singing Day One. And instead of just focusing on the day one, I decided to have that day one and continued from there on. So I just randomly decided to start drawing every day, writing poems every day, stop doing things that I do not want to do anymore every day. Now I'm getting better and better at it. And I'm no goody two shoes. I'm not that kind of person. I still have my flaws and imperfections, and I have learned to embrace them, understand them, and let them be. Because at the end of the day, we're all humans after all, and that's what life is supposed to be, you know? So, yeah, all I'm saying is, in here, these are the traces that I will leave behind, all the traces that I have lived, all the traces that I will color, have colored, and of course, whatever it is in between. This specific thing that you're going to see here is more of a testament of what life is truly about: the pursuit of dreams, learning to live through, being a voyager, and at the same time, being human. So, peace out. See you on the ones. The day ones. Respect.
I'm really looking forward to do.